Hello everybody! Today we're going to be doing some Recroom, which I have not done on the channel before, but I might do it more often. Because I love this game, but it doesn't have many creators, RecTubers as they call it. But today I'm going to basically just show you how to make different things in Recroom to help you make your dorm better. This is not in my dorm room, which everything I do here is capable of to be done in Rec Room dorm room. It's just because this has a lot more space for me to show multiple things instead of showing one separate thing, deleting it, making another thing, deleting it again. So I'm just gonna keep these things here. So first of all, like something people really want to make is doors. That's what I'm gonna do after. But first we're gonna go to shapes. This is the basic of the basic. This is just colored blocks, tubes, basically just Legos inside of each other, let's just say that. You can turn on snapping, which just makes it easier to do a certain amount of like turning, and if you turn it off, you can turn things weird. Like, let me show you. Cube. But you can turn like all the way around. But if you turn it on grid, you can only do it. It stays up forward. Doesn't change, and it like has blocks next to you, so you know how big it is. I use this more often than not for like what I've made before, which I'm going to show you now so you know that I've definitely made some stuff already. These are basically these three are mine, and the RPG is mine, and the top hat. The top hat is just some fun. These are just all made by me. This is my Jezer Alt account. That's why it's called Jezer Alt as well. Wait, yeah, it's the Jezer Alt creator. And then the mace as well. It's in the same dorm. Jezer Alt. So I know a little bit what you can make with what I'm going to show you. So see, these other blocks, these are not hard to understand, I think. Tubes are pretty useful for, like, making, like, for example, if you want to make, like, a cable in your dorm, you can make it, like this, and just then connect it all together. This shouldn't be hard for anyone. To take out your Makerpen on controller, you need to hold down triangle, and then go to, or beta Makerpen, but I'm going to use a normal classic one. And then you have it in your hand. For PC, go look it up if you don't know. It's basically the same place as you get your camera. So, now let's talk about the buttons. These are pretty easy to understand. You have delete, which is just deleting an item. Manipulate is just moving certain parts of it. Let me show you all. See you on a block. Also, let's do read color after this because this is kind of bright. Manipulate, it's just like, you can do this off-grid snapping as well to make it smoother to get your exact adjustments. Surface is not really useful for this, but it does help in different ways. Surface is used one of the least because I don't really like it, but some people really love using it. So this is recolor. Speaks for itself. You can choose your color. You can also choose a custom color in the grid. Let me just do a random one, dark. And the material is just, for example, what you want it to look like. Rubber, metal floor. I put it on neon. Let's just put it to cardboard. It is just plain blue. I'm going to show the rest of the things on this as well. Then you have clone and flip. Pretty self-explanatory. You can clone the items into different directions. So now I have a box of 4. So this is just undo and redo. Pretty easy to understand. Scale is just, you can do the same thing as manipulate, but a little bit different. Then you have a rotate. Yeah, it rotates. It's a circle, which I was annoying as first, but if you have grid on, it's very useful to just turn it around. This is with grid, that's why it's snapping together. If you have it off, like surface, for example, surface is the same thing. It just turns smoothly around. rotate back. Okay. Move. Moving. Gonna move it backwards. There we go. Transform is just a lot of stuff together. I don't use this because I don't like the circles, but it does just do the same thing. Basically just turning, moving, everything together. Okay. So configure, we're not going to deal with this for now. You can do everything like perfectly with this. It's not hard to understand. It's basically just like what it to look like, how big you want it to be. You can change that here. It is not really what I use often. For example, if I do this to 500, it will be a little bigger. So it's not really useful for me when I'm doing like builds. Go back to tools, then you have connect. This is for components. If you want to make a teleportation door that brings you to another room, use connect. I'll show you that later, how to make a door. Pretty basic. I'll make a basic door, not like one you have a handle on and stuff. Selecting is just selecting. You can, if you make something, you can make this into, okay, not this, because it's very small. You can make it into an invention. So you can spawn into other rooms as well. And this just create, which just gives you back the block. So these are like the most useful stuff. And then you also have, when you're done, you can go to freeze. It's locked now, and then you can still, should be able to select it still. No, wait, you need to unfreeze. Freeze just makes it so you can't edit it anymore, so you don't accidentally do something wrong. Okay, make invention, there we go. This will just put up the screen, you can make a name. I'm not gonna make this one, because yeah, it's a block. So, palettes. This is a thing you're going to use the most out of everything. If you don't want to make everything yourself, go to store. I'll show you that later. Swatches, just color. I'll just explain this later. Props. These are the Rec Room itself made. Props are like a basketball. Some of the things you're going to want to do if you want to like make small things. Have some dummies and stuff. This is not too hard. A green screen if you're gonna make videos, which I'm not using right now, but I could. And also, I'm playing on PlayStation, so I can't really use that too much. These are just the standard stuff. You can scroll through these. You can look some stuff up. But then, what I actually use the most in my dorms, inventions. These is like basically copying from another person, but what they want you to be able to copy. It basically just gives you a chance to look at other people's stuff, use them in your builds. For example, if I go to download, this is under ones I've already downloaded. So this is basically not all made by me. This is my dorm. This is in my dorm. This is also in my dorm. Like, a lot of stuff in my dorm is not made by myself. This is to try to heal. It's very fun to just use around. This is just all from my dorm because I have a cyberpunk dorm with like a lot of other stuff with Cybertron, gamer setup. Yeah, it's fun. And if you want to get them yourself by making getting new ones, you can go to store in your watch, go to search items, inventions. You can filter for like if you want free stuff. You apply. And they have all the stuff you can get. You can look some stuff up. If you want to go, for example, Dino. I don't know. You can get dinos. There's not a lot of these because like dinos are not very known. But for example, because this one is free, I'll just like get this one, spawn it in. There we go, and it's in my room. You can save this with the thing in your dorm. It doesn't matter. It's what the people themselves uploaded to Rec Room, so they want to be people to be able to get it. Next, if you want to make a little complex your stuff, you're going to use circuits and stuff. So let me just show you some basic circuits. So you just know what you can do with it a little bit. Go to circuits, look up what you need. I'm going to use a trigger volume. For example, this is just, when you go inside of it, it can activate something. That's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it for when I go into the door. I can even show you my dorm after. So you can see what I do. When I walk through this is going to activate something. Let me, for example, let's do that like it's a door, for example. So let's use a checkpoint. Let's see, not that extra checkpoint. Where is it? This should be my recent now. Components. It should be here as well. Somewhere. There you go, respawn point. Let's teleport me to the other side, right here. And then, to connect these two, you're going to use connect. Pretty good. So much better. And it says what it does. Set team respawn point and spawns player here now. That's what I'm going to use for a door. I'm going to connect this. I'm not the best at this, but when green? Oh no, that's the wrong one. When entering zone, that's what I need to connect it to. Okay. If you want to break a line, it's wait. Can delete that and go to when entering zone. There we go. And it should already work. So this is basically just when something's activated that's connected to it. It will spawn player here now. And this is going to detect when I run into it and like when entering zone. And it will just TP me to my respawn point. As you see, I moved to the respawn point. This is a very basic version. You can decorate this. You can put this somewhere completely else. You can put this in the air if you wanted to. Then, if you want to like make a second floor in your dorm, you could just use a teleport and just make it teleport you up. Pretty easy. They have trigger handles, touchpads. These are the things I don't know too much of. That's why I showed you some like the basic one. The only thing I've made is a door and a little quest in my room. Let me just show you my dorm real quick. That might be a good idea. Not create home dorm room. I'm not gonna save this. It's just gonna go back to only nothing. This might spawn me in like a box again. I can just delete the walls. Okay. This is my dorm. It's not actually too hard to make. This is one I got from Inventions. The dorm screen. This is a gaming chair you found in my thing. These are my builds. My RPG is up here. I'm not gonna play these. These are songs from XX that I put in. You can also get those for free. This is the door. It's not the prettiest, but you can go in. And this is what I really like. I made this outside of my dorm. So basically, you can make it like here, for example. That's what I did. I just made it. Oh, yeah, you can go too far. That's what's annoying. So it's like not too big. And this will spawn me a few monsters. And I'll show you what these things are called. Spawner component V1. So these are spawn a specific monster you choose. These are just going to spawn a certain amount of each monster, and these are some other dorm skin. This is what I added myself. This is what I made myself. Wait. Then you have the costume, which I really like. Credit to the person that made this. Probably not going to see this, but let's like show you what this is. I get a gun, shoots, and step here. Start. I just use the trigger volume again because that's what I use the most. That's what I know how to do. And when you walk through onto this corner, you will spawn all these monsters. For example, like this. Okay, there we go. And they don't actually damage you, but it's just for like decoration. So I made some extra decorations, like blockages. I had limited room because of the border of your dorm. This is how people make like their cool dorms, you know. I mean, not mine is not too cool, but I do like how it turned out. It's unique. It's also not too complicated to start with. Like I've only used like not even 20%, I think, of my ink. Oh, I've used 23% of my ink. So ink is basically just like how much you can place in your dorm. So I'm at 23% that I could use already, which is mostly just like the dorm skin and like these separate small things. I really like this dorm. It's chill. I also you can just actually go to, if you want to get just like already a better dorm, just like go to dorm skins, inventions, and then filter. They go to free, unless you want to spend money, of course. Go ahead. You can get 3-story gamer penthouse. That's 3 stories, and you can work on that. You can change anything you want, but you can't change the decorations inside. I'm not sure. But this is like pretty cool. You can just like get a lot of stuff. If you want to go completely basic, red dorm color, it's just the normal dorm room in red, partially. Penthouse again, dummy mustache. It's not too hard, to be honest. I like this button. And let's just wear this. Okay, that's a little too much. Yeah, let's just walk through this. So basically, just in my dorm, you can make all of this with like what I showed you. There's like a few custom made things. Is me in like my room for like a long time ago. Then I add this up here with like the thing here, and then I just move these up here. Go back to here, and then I just have, as you can see, all the lines. These all go to when entering zone. They all activate this one. And these just also go to all go in here. It spawns them, and it stops spawning because you are not inside of it anymore. This is just an invention. I mean, the most of the stuff that you're actually gonna need has been showed. It's a complicated tool to use, but if you get the hang of it, it's very fun, and I definitely recommend like using this and like making a cool dorm. It's very like rewarding when you actually make a very cool dorm. And I also might make for more videos on Recroom because I enjoy the game a lot. That there's just I never started it because like not a lot of people play this, and also like yeah, no, the amount of people that actually watch Recroom isn't too big. I might add like the custom posters as well. Add something over this, that type of stuff. Oh, the ring's broken. As you can see, there's still a lot to improve in my dorm. Like, it's very bland. I have a lot of space. I could even make a second floor up here. I could make, for example, if I just, I'm not going to save this, but I can just show you what you could do. If you just have a normal dorm, you can go to grid. No. and then just add a floor. At least you just add it. It's not too complicated, just line it up. And then just connect this to here. And then you can just, okay, at least if you change it a little bit, you can definitely do this. It's not right now, because like the whole thing here, you can make like a wall that surrounds this if you want to. You can make a whole dorm like this. There we go. These are the inventions I made. This took a long time because like every single pixel needed to be different, and the shield is also not too easy, but it's definitely possible if you put some time into it. Each one of these definitely takes a long time to make, unless like you have a preset. Because I made this and then it's just post it, put it on this to have it on my back. That's not too hard. I can also make one that you actually hold. If you want to get these two items, because I know my fans are probably going to be Recroom Minecraft fans, you can go to Inventions, Store, so then search items, Inventions, and then just go to Add Jizzer Alts. These are the ones. And you can just spawn these into your room. Very easy. As you can see, this was in this custom room that I used on my dorm. This is not custom made. This is actually just also an invention. If I just look on Minecraft. I'm not sure if you're gonna get the dorm skin. There we go. It was this one. Oh no, double moves one, yeah. This is fun. As you see, the background right here, the cobblestone, I used on my picture. This is basically just what I've been doing over the time. Outfits, I can't really get a tutorial, that's just personal preference. I like this one. It's probably one of my most used ones now. This might be on my new RecTuber thing. It's not hard to make either. It costs a few bucks. Not IRL bucks, no tokens. So basically, this is the things you're gonna need. Mostly, if you want to get a deeper tutorial on how to build and on specific items, like if we want to learn some specific components, I can definitely learn it and then just teach you how to do it. Tell me in the comments what you need, and this is gonna be the end of my first Recroom video, and I might make a cool RecTuber thing, like, what the hell am I doing with meds? Cool Recroom, like, hub thing. I'll see y'all in the next one, maybe Minecraft video, maybe another one. See you.